Well, it's another fun day in the markets, so let's just dive right into it today, folks, shall we? So we got some pretty interesting news today because I believe I've been saying this for a while now. And finally, somebody up there has said it too. So what do we have here? So Joe Lubin, okay? Joe Lubin predicts 100x Ether as Wall Street adopts Ethereum staking and DeFi infrastructure. Wow. And for the people that don't know who Joe Lubin is, he's the co-founder of Ethereum. Now, for a long time, I've been telling you guys that what I see coming, okay, is Bitcoin is bullish as this sounds, or I wouldn't say as bullish as this sounds. Well, bullish for Ethereum. But as crazy as this could sound to some people, okay, I predict not only is Bitcoin going to go down, Bitcoin's going to go away, okay? Anybody that wants to say I'm crazy, you can say I'm crazy all you want to, okay? And anybody, a lot of people are in Bitcoin, and, you know, I wouldn't blame them for saying, you know, oh, you're nuts, man. Hey, believe what you want to believe, but only time will tell. What I believe is going to happen is Ethereum is absolutely going to topple Bitcoin. And I posted a video yesterday that was some years ago before John McAfee got either taken out or faked his own death or whatever you want to say. He was saying the same thing about Bitcoin. Now, this is a guy who was a genius with computers. Okay, this is a guy who gave you all your McAfee antivirus and whatnot. So this is a guy that knows a lot about coding and computers, okay? And he was a big time Monero guy. Now, I believe he wasn't even around to see Ethereum. I believe he died before that, before Ethereum was even made. But I believe if he was around and was seeing what Ethereum's at, what Ethereum's all about, and seeing what's going on in the background, because see, that's where I'm getting this from, okay? I've been watching these institutions slowly accumulate over the past even 8 months to a year, to the beginning of this year. When Trump just got in, I've been watching institutions and very wealthy individuals slowly acquiring Ethereum, you know, cost averaging over time. And it's been ramped up a lot lately in the last 2 months or so. Now you have, you know, one of the heads of BlackRock buying what, 956 million of Ethereum the other day alone within a day. So, I mean, what's going on? People they're not seeing the writing on the wall. And like I tell people all the time, you know, you can't bet with emotion, okay? Just because maybe you got rich with Bitcoin or made a fortune in Bitcoin, you still can't think like, hey, X can't happen. Okay, this can never happen, because anything can happen in crypto. I've seen it all since I've been in it since its real infancy. It's still in its infancy, but I've been in it since no one was even talking about it, or they look at you like, what the heck is that, when you tell them about it. So I've seen the ups and the downs and the all arounds. And that's why I'm trying to tell people is you have no idea what is coming from what I'm seeing. Okay, because, you know, I don't bet on emotion. I never have. I bet on data. I bet on facts. I bet on what I can, you know, piece together and see. And it's almost like you're not telling the future if you're just strictly going based off of the information. And that's it. I don't go based off of emotion. I go based off of information. So for the people that don't want to listen, I mean, don't listen. Just keep your money in Bitcoin. Nothing on here is financial advice anyways. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been telling you guys, and now you have the co-founder of Ethereum telling you right there, it's going to topple Bitcoin, and here's why. He sees it 100xing. That's insane. Like, and everybody would say that's insane, but I think it's totally true, because what will happen is, and the only way you got to ask yourself, how is that possible? How can that possibly happen? The way it can happen is everybody decides F Bitcoin and moves over to Ethereum. It's that simple. all the institutions, all the big shots, move all their money and just shift it over. Because here's the thing is, they told you not to buy it. All these big institutions told you not to buy it while they were buying it. Okay? Now they're telling you all to buy it. What do you think's going to happen? I think it's safe to say you're going to have the opposite. They're going to exit you guys. So people, like I said, people can always believe what they want, but only time will tell. And when it happens, I'm not even going to say if, because I really believe this is going to happen. When it happens, I'll just have this to go back to and say, hey, you know, it was around, and I'll remember episode 8, 9, you know, we're not that far in. So I'll be like, hey, it was right around that time. You can go look in the first, you know, first dozen episodes. I talked about it a lot. And that's all I'm going to say is really, so here's the thing is too, is the amount of people, regular people that are in Bitcoin is, I'm sure there's a lot, okay, that have a lot of money in it and they'll never sell it. Oh, I'm going to keep acquiring. Do you imagine if it gets wrecked, what would happen to all these people and their lifestyles and everything? Like the elite even say in their agenda, you will own nothing and be happy. What do they mean by that? I mean, is it a trap? Are they baiting you guys all in with this Bitcoin and then they're going to wreck it and move it over to something else and you know, another coin and run that to the moon? I don't know. It could be, you can call it a conspiracy theory if you want. I call it more, it's becoming more and more, you know, conspiracy fact. So, I mean, you can really play, you know, hedge your bets however you want. But like I'd said, it's showing more and more. And here's another thing, okay? Let's end the show on a note like this. This is what I'm going to say is, here's another thing, okay? Most of these gurus, people out here, okay, very few of them, okay, do this shit for a living, okay? They literally are balls deep in crypto, okay? They make a lot of their they do the shit for a living, okay? I have businesses that bring me in money, but I'm literally in the studio pretty much every day bringing the shit to you guys. I'm sitting here all day, every day, looking at crypto stuff. So it's what I do for a living, okay? I'm not out there working a 9 to 5 and my mind's over in my 9 to 5 all day. That's where most of these people are. They come on here, they do their little shit, and then they boom, they're back onto whatever they're doing. No, my brain lives in crypto land. Like, it really does, okay? There's two things that are on my mind all the time, okay? At the top of the list, I can tell you right now. Top is God. God Almighty, Jesus Christ is at the top of my brain all the time, okay? What I think about more than anything, okay? We'll put that out there. And I don't care who that offends. Second is, I gotta say my family, obviously. But right behind that is crypto. I'm telling you, it's one of the most important things in my life to secure generational wealth for as long, well, I don't even know about generational the way this world's going. But I live this shit, okay? So this ain't somebody that's telling you something that isn't, you know, actually doing the shit. These other people, they work regular jobs, okay? This is not their fucking job. So, I mean, if I'm going to listen to somebody, it's going to be somebody that is actually living that life. They're not about that life, period, okay? As much as they want to be, or they tell you guys they are, they're not, okay? They got regular jobs. They're just a bunch of talking heads online. That's really all it is. Tell them to show you their portfolio. Watch how fast they back up from that one, or even one of them. And that's why a lot of them will tell you, they'll be like, well, I think it's wise to say how much I have in crypto, or, well, yeah, and I don't disagree with that. I want to go around telling everybody how much you have in crypto, but, you know, put your money where your mouth is. Show something that gives you a reason to even speak on crypto, like, period. Show us just some calls then that you've made. Okay, I got a million shits you can go back and look at. I like I said, called the whole market crash of 21 the month before it happened. I called the whole crash of the whole market. Okay, that's on record. You can go see it on my Eyes Open podcast. I called it flat out. So what I'm trying to tell you is, and that's 4 years ago. What do you think I've learned in 4 years? Okay, over 4 years ago, I've learned a lot. Okay. Just in 4 years. 4 years in crypto is like centuries in the real world. But like I said, and I was smart about crypto back then. I knew a lot about it. But like I had said, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the market right now, but I swear I can feel it. I can see it. Ethereum's going to be doing huge things. I'm super bullish about it. That's one of my main coins that I'm investing in, period. And that's just what it is. I hope everybody else is diversified. I hope everybody else is doing their due diligence. And like I said, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I guess time will tell, if I'm wrong or if I'm right.